When you're little and you see a movie you love and then you want to get the toys or you want to act it out, that's the form it takes when you're young. You want to kind of act out the thing you saw. And as you get older, that evolves into you actually want to make movies like those. My creative origin, probably going to the movies with my dad. There were revival houses in the city in New York. You know, what really turned out to a curated experience of him figuring out what was playing at the certain revival houses down in Greenwich Village and saying, hey, we got to check this one out. You should see West Side Story. I would have never picked that movie, but I'm glad I saw it. And the Scorsese films, Woody Allen films, sci-fi stuff. When you're young and your dad tells you should check something out, you watch it with a very open mind and you imprint upon it. My job as the director is to figure out the take on the material. What's our approach going to be, the strategy, kind of what the goal is, what's the lighthouse that we're aiming for. When you're a director, you have to see what the weather's like. Are you losing light? Do you have enough coverage? Are the actors happy? Is the scene working? Is the camera in the right place? There's a million things that are kind of spinning, and you have to create quiet in your head and focus on what's in front of you. When you're on stage, it's all about you're in real time. You feel a lot of pressure because it's a moment and it's grace under pressure. And even if it's a film where it's not live, when that camera's rolling and it's your take, that's your moment, and it all has to happen then. It gives you a little insight into what an athlete must feel like, because it's all about, you know, when they've got the ball and they're taking their shot. And most people are like, hey, weren't you on The Sopranos? Or you were, you know, oh, what movie do I know you from? And I'll have to stand there with the valet and rattle off all my credits, but that's part of the gig. I love being on set. Since I was an extra, I used to do background work in Chicago just to be around it. And then to be an actor who's there and I could watch and learn. That's how I learned to make movies, by being on sets and watching other filmmakers do their thing. I've kind of slowly paid my dues over the years, and I've been lucky enough to have incremental growth. First I got a little bit with Swingers, and then the next one wasn't as recognizable. Then an Elf happened, but then Zathura happened. Iron Man happened, and then Cowboys and Aliens happened, and now Jungle Book. Maybe the next one's even going to be more exciting, and as opposed to feeling like my best days are behind me. And I think that's something that kind of, anybody who's creative, that's always something that hangs over you. Like, people still love what I've done, but is the big stuff behind me? Or is there cool stuff that I'm working on now that's going to be just as relevant as the stuff I'm remembered for?